when we are working with the data science, at that time we need a Python actually. Okay. So whenever we are working with the data science, we will be working with a Python programming language. That's why you had already installed Anaconda. Yes, you had already installed with the software Anaconda. And inside the Anaconda, there is a Jupyter notebook. You are already aware with it. Okay. And inside the Jupyter notebook, we are going to write the Python commands, which is used for the data science. So let's learn the Python basics now. Very small steps of the Python now. So first of all, you should know Python is very simple and easy language. Very simple language in the world. Python is created on C and C++. Okay, on top of C and C++ language, Python is created. Here, Sir Guido van Rossum, he is the person who created the Python nearby in 1992 approximate. So Python inherits all the properties of C and C++ as well. Python is very easy, very simple, and anybody can learn the Python here. Very simple steps. So Jupyter Notebook is the graphical user interface environment where we can write the Python commands. Graphical user interface means one can easily click with a mouse. You can easily hold the entire structure, entire framework with the help of mouse. So we can write it easily, all the commands in Python. So let's start the Python now. So first of all, let's learn how to work with the operators in Python. But there are very simple operators in Python here. So let's see what are very simple operators. Operators are just like plus, minus, multiply, and divide sign. Okay. So here we can use this operator. So suppose here I'm just writing 1 plus 1. So I'm using the plus operator. If I'm writing here 2 minus 1, so 2 minus 1 is minus is the operator here. If I'm writing 3 multiplied by 2, so I'm using the multiply operator. If I'm using here 10 divided by 2, I'm using the division operator. So let's learn how to write this operator in Python. Before moving to the operators here, inside the Jupyter notebook, we can write the notebook-like structure also. Now what is that? That one is like there I can write the theory also, and the coding. So these are the very small steps of the coding, and I can write the theory also. So let's see how I can write the theory now. Open the Jupyter notebook now. Let's open the Jupyter notebook now. So you open the Anaconda, and from there you open the Jupyter notebook. And here, this is my Jupyter notebook. How you can open the Jupyter notebook, you can see here. This is, here you can go at the very home here. Okay, on the home. Wait, and from here, click on new, This portion, you can see it here. Click on new, click on Python 3 notebook. Click on Python 3. Once you will be clicking on this Python 3 notebook, click here. Here you will be for your Jupyter notebook. So from here you can access the Jupyter notebook. Now let's work from here. So this place you can see, if I want to work here, I can easily click on File. I can easily click on Edit, View, Insert. We'll be using all these things slowly and slowly, right? And you can see this place here. This is a code cell here. I'm going to write the commands here. Now from here only, I can control the theoretical part. Also, I can control the coding part. So here I can do the documentation. I can say inside the Python, I can easily do the documentation plus coding. So both of the things I can do, documentation and the coding. So that's why it is known as the Jupyter Notebook. Notebook is just like we are having the registers and the notebooks with us earlier. So this is also a kind of notebook where I can write my theoreticals and also I can write the coding. This is the first environment into the world where both of the things can be done. So let's start here. From here, I'm just writing. Just a moment. Welcome to Python. Now see how I'm writing each and every word. There is a, you can see here, see here. Welcome to Python. Now from here, list box, click here. On this list box, click on heading. See heading, heading. Click on heading. Click on OK. I can make it correct also. Just a moment. 2, it's a capital 2. Na? I'll just make it proper way. Click on coding. Here, list box. Click on heading. Click on OK. Click on run button. So this is a heading now. We had written the heading. Now let's see. Learning Python basics. So learning Python basics is a subheading. Okay, subtitle I can see. Click here. Click on Markdown. Click on Run button. Okay. So learning Python basics. So everything, these two things you have to control from this list box. It should be heading and click on Run button. And if you're here, just write your code. Then here, click on Markdown. Markdown is a subheading. Click on Run button. Run button. That's all. It is there. So heading, subheading. Now we are working with operators. Okay. So I'm making it working with operators. Working with operators. Operators. I'm making it a Markdown. Click on Markdown. Okay, click on Run button. Working with operators, I had made it as the Markdown here. Now here I will be starting writing the operators here. So let's start. 1 plus 1. Plus is the operator. Okay, plus operator. Click on Run button. Wait, it is the output. 2 is the output here. 1 plus 1 is the coding. 2 is the output. Now, minus operator. 2 minus 1. Minus operator. Click on Run button. 2 minus 1 is 1. So minus operator is there. Click here. 3 multiply 2. So 3 multiplied by 2 is multiply operator, multiplication operator. Click on Run button. Okay, 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. If I'm writing here, division operator, 10 divide by 2. It is a division operator. Click on Run button. So 5 is the answer. Now you can say, ma'am, this 0.0 is coming. Can we eliminate it? Because it is in Python, it takes 0.0 also. What we can do to eliminate this point, see this point here. So there is a floor division. So what we can do to eliminate this 0.0 here, there is a floor division. Floor division. I can write this floor division, which will automatically cut any kind of decimal from there. So there I have to use two signs, two division signs, and then the numbers you want to divide. So this is the floor division, which will automatically deduct the decimal part here. So I'm writing here 10 division, two times you have to write the floor division. Click, this is 2, divide by 2, and it is 5 now. Okay. Now you can see, suppose I want to write the remainder. So for remainder, suppose there is a special sign for the remainder. I will call this sign, this is the sign actually. In Python, I will call this sign as the modulo. You can call it a modulo, or you can call it as a modulus as well. Okay. So modulo or modulus. So this is not a percentage, this is a modulo or modulus in Python here. If you write 10 modulus 2, this will give the remainder. It will give us the remainder. How it can work? Suppose I'm writing here. Here I'm writing 10 raised to power 2. So here, this one, 10 divided by 2 it is. So here automatically it will come 5 and 10. So what is the remainder here? 0. So this remainder can be captured by this sign. Okay, modulus sign, this I can do. Suppose here I'm just writing 2 divided this one, 11 divided by 2. So it will automatically come to 10 here. Okay, but the remainder is 1. 1 is the remainder. So this I can capture with modulus sign. So let's write it now here into the coding. Come here. So I'm writing here, working for remainder. I want to make it a markdown. Click here, click on markdown, click on run. Okay. Yeah, it supports many operators of C and C++. Working for remainders. So here I'm just writing, suppose 10 modulo 2. Okay. Click on run button, run button. It is 0. So what it is giving? It is the remainder. 0 is the remainder. If I write here 11 modulo 2. So here click on run button. So this 1 is the remainder. So you are getting this 0 and this 1. These are the remainder in Python here. We are receiving this with modulus sign. Okay. Okay. Now suppose I want to work with the power functions here. Suppose I want to write such way. So how to write in Python? So I want to work with the power. Whenever I'm using the power, so A raised to power B. Is it okay? A raised to power B is A I have to write as it is, and this one. So it means base I have to write as it is. And then this particular power I need to write here, and in between I have to write 2 multiply sign. So base and the power I have to write in this way, A multiply B. Suppose I'm having a number, I can take any number now. Suppose I'm having a number 2 raised to power 2, simplified. I will be taking very simple operations now. 2 as it is, then make this power as it is. Okay, base, power, and make a multiply sign. So 2 raised to power 2 is what? You will be getting 4. Suppose you are writing here 2 raised to power 3. So here base as it is, and this one, this particular power as it is, make a 2 multiply sign in between. So how it is working internally? 2 into 2 into 2. Internally it is working. So what answer you'll be getting? 8. Suppose I say 3 raised to power 2. So how you have to write? 3 as it is, 2 multiply sign, and 2 as it is. So it is how it is working internally, 3 into 3, because it is a power. So 3 into 3, 9. Suppose you want to write 3 raised to power 3. Suppose this one you want to write. So how? 3 multiply by 3. Means in this way. So base and the power and in between 2 multiply sign. Rest of the work Python will do in between. Okay. So these things we'll be doing now. So let's go to the Jupyter notebook. Come here into the Jupyter notebook and you can write here power working begin work. Click on markdown, click on run. So let's work 2 multiply 2. So it is what? It is equivalent to, it is equivalent to this one. It is equivalent to 2 raised to power 2. That's fine. Huh? As it is 2 I'm taking, and this one power is coming here. That's all. So that is there. So what answer you'll get? 2 into 2 means 2 raised to power 2 means 2 into 2. Click on run. It is 4. If I'm writing here, suppose 2 multiply 3. Click on run button. So how it is working internally? It is working internally by 2 multiply 2 because it is a raised to power 3 now. So it is equivalent to this. Simple, right? So that's why I told you just you have to take the base here and the power here. That's all. Up to here you have to do. Suppose I want to write 3 into 2. Click here on run button. Suppose we are writing 3 multiply 3. So this is 3 into 3 into 3. Right? So 3 into 3, then into 3. So 27. You want to write with 5? 5 into 2. So 5 5s is 25, right? Click here. 5 multiply 3. So 5 into 5 into 5, 125. You are writing for 8. Suppose 8 raised to power 2. 8 raised to power 2. So 8 multiply 2. So this is 8 into 8. 8 is the 64. Okay. And you are writing for 7 into 3. So what does it mean? It is equivalent to, this is equivalent to 7 into 3. So what is this? 7 into 7 into 7. Okay. So in this way you are writing, it is 343, right? So in this way you can just write. So I'm here. Okay. Actually, whenever we are writing any numerical here or any multiplication or division, addition I'm doing, so directly it will take the outputs in here, in these outputs here. So whenever you are writing any codings here, so automatically you will be getting the outputs here in Jupyter Notebook. You do not need a print command. Print command is used for the formatting purposes, but directly also it is giving the output. This is created in this way for the convenience of timings actually. Okay, so in this way it is just printing. Now it is up to you. I'm just scrolling the screen very slowly. And if you are, suppose you want to look it at, or you are doing it, suppose you are writing the similar commands in Jupyter Notebook, maybe, so you can do it if you feel. That is up to you. See, everything is up to your convenience. If you are able to type right now, you can do. If you want to watch only, you want to have a revision, just for revising all the commands, you can do that also. You can watch the video later on and you can do it later on also. Or somewhere, maybe you are writing in your, maybe a register you are noting somewhere, you can do. So everything is in up to your way. Okay, just I'm scrolling the screen once. Vessel or container which will be holding the values. Okay, they are, this is the vessel which is holding the value A. I'm pouring the data 10 inside it, so A is equal to 10. I can make another vessel which is holding the data B. B is the vessel which is holding the data 5. I can just make B is equal to 5. Okay, now A and B has the value. Now what I can do, I can use these values, A and B values. So I can make A plus B. You will be getting 15. A minus B, I can get what? 10 minus 5, 5. A multiplied by B. Okay. So you are getting 10 multiplied by 5, right? A divided by B also you can get it. So the point is here that you can use all the variables with different operators as well, right? And even if you want to hold the data into the third variable, we cannot do that also. Suppose I want to add these two. I want to hold this data into the third variable, suppose C. So what will happen inside it? 10 plus 5 is C, so here 15. So C will be holding the data 15. Okay, so let's do it now. Let's see how to work with the variables. Variables can hold the data very easily, right? Let's do it now. So here I'm writing these variables now. Working with variables. Click on Markdown. Click on Run. Students, I will be taking your questions later on. First of all, let me complete few things here. Okay. Working with variables. So here I'm just making a variable. A is equal to 10. Click on Run. Now, what is the value of A here? Run. A value is 10. Make a second variable. B is equal to 5. So B is holding the 5. Click on Run. Let's see the value of B. Click on Run. It is 5. Okay. Now I can make certain operations with the variables. So here I can do A plus B. A plus B is 15. A minus B. Minus B is? A minus B is 5. Okay. A multiplied by B. You can do that. It is there. So you can work with the variables. Now you can take the data into the third variable also. Suppose I'm writing C is equal to A plus B. So I'm holding the data in third variable also. So C is the variable which is holding the data in A here. Click here on Run button. 15 here. Okay. So see 15 here. Now here if I'm writing D is equal to A minus B. A minus B. So D is holding the value here. Click on run button. It is 5 here. Now here, the similar way you can make multiply operation, divide operation into the third variable also. You can do it easily. Now if I'm writing here D5, so you can see 5. Now there's an inbuilt function, print function. Inside the Python, there is a print function. I can use it. So suppose I'll take this operation, suppose this operation. Okay. So right now I'm looking here C is it is showing me 15. So if I'm writing here print C, still it will be working the similar way. So suppose here I'm adding insert cell above, here I'm writing print, this is the inbuilt function, print C. Still it will print the same thing, same thing it will print. Okay, so I can write it directly or I can use the print function also, right? Now what I'll do, suppose I want to give a small format here. I want to write C is equal to in this way. So this, anything I'm writing into the double quote, the values will be taken as it is, static values. And now if I'm writing anything without quote, so its variable value will be captured such as 15. So in this way, the response will come. So I'm writing that thing here. See, print C is equal to, comma, C. So first of all, let me show you only up to here. Print C is equal to anything I'm writing in double quotes or single quote that will be displayed as it is. Click here. It is showing same now. Now I'm just writing insert cell below. Oh, above? No, below. I need it in below, not above. Cut here. Insert cell below, insert cell below. Here I'm writing print C. Here you can see print C is equal to, this is displayed as it is, but when I'm writing print double quote C is equal to C, see this one, these lines. So these are being printed as it is here. So anything which you are writing in this double quotes, that will be displayed as it is. You can see it here. The similar impact is coming here also. And the thing which is you are printing without double quotes, that will be printed with the variable values. So here, if I'm writing anything without double quotes, so that is just displaying the C variable value. This value it is just displaying here. And this line print statement, it is going to print this one because I'm writing the data here C is equal to, so this will be printed as it is. So this is printed as it is. And whenever I'm writing only this one is going to call the variable value here. So if I'm writing C is equal to in double quotes as it is, that is going to display as it is. And if I'm giving C, only C, this is without double quotes. So it is going to look the variable value. So where is the variable here? So C, this is a variable here. This is here. This is here. Okay, so in this way it will work. Even if I write this command, print, with single quote also it will work in Python. Python will take both of this. Suppose I'm writing here C is equal to, it will work. It will work. It is working now. So it will double quote or single quote, both will work. It is working. So in this way you can take. Just have a hands-on. Are you doing the hands-on? Huh? You can do the hands-on also. It's very simple, one line only. So that you can have a little bit speed also. And even if you're doing it right now, suppose that is up to you. That is not mandatory everything that to do it here. All that is up to your convenience, whichever is you feel good. But if you do it, so it will help you to write the command. And if any mistakes are there, syntactical errors are there, so it could be removed right now. So it is just to speed up your work. Rest up to your convenience only. Initially, you will be getting a little bit problem, little bit initially complexity, but slowly you could be okay. You can write answer is equal, yeah, you can write answer is, you can write that also. Suppose here, in every programming language. Okay. So the basic data types are, the very basic data types are character. We can call it a string also, integer, and the float. So here, variable, string, integer, float here. So characters are just like, suppose you are writing A, you're writing B, I'm writing C. So these are the characters, okay? And whenever I'm writing the string, so I can write in any string here. Suppose here I'm writing country. So anything, whichever I'm writing into the single quote or double quotes, we do consider it as the character or string data types here. Okay. Now coming to the integer. In case of integer, I can work with any number data type here. Suppose I'm writing here 46. Okay. 46, 88. So these are what? All the numbers. Okay. So 46, 88, these are the basic numbers. So integer data type, I will call it an integer. Suppose I am writing A is equal to 46, B is equal to 88. So all these are number integer. Now coming to the float. Suppose here I'm just writing fees. Suppose I'm writing here fees is equal to 88, 46.50. So see here decimal is coming here. Suppose here I'm just writing price here. I'm writing here 146.20. So here decimal is coming. So wherever decimal is coming, it is a float data type. Float data type here. So inside the data types, we are having the character data type, integer data type, and float data type. Character are just like the characters or string values. We are only going to use A to Z, A, B, C, D up to Z. Integers also. Okay, you can see the number values here and the float with the decimal value here. Okay, integers are basically whole numbers and float is basically the decimal values here. So these are the fundamental data types presenting here. So we do use all these data types here in Python also. Second thing, Python is case sensitive. Suppose here I'm just writing any name here. It is a case sensitive. So case sensitive means, suppose I'm writing here. Suppose I'm writing here any country name. Suppose I'm writing here country name. So inside the country, suppose I'm writing France. Any value you can give. Now, when I'm printing it here, and by chance I gave, instead of country, this spelling, I gave capital C and then country. So here it will throw the error. It will say, it is a name error. I can't find out country where capital C is there. So it is a case sensitive. It will check it out. Capital letter and small letter. Okay. So different letters are there. So here I'm just giving here, suppose I'm just writing country is equal to France. France here. And click on run. See, if I'm writing here country, see country, so it will answer here. Because country is there, na? If I'm writing here C, capital country, so now it will throw the error. It is taking a time. Country is not defined because it is saying that country variable is not present here. So that's why we do call Python is a case sensitive also. So capital letter and small letter, it is varying here, right? Suppose here I had made here D. See this one. Suppose I had created here D. So already you know, like if I write here D. So let's see the value of D. D. If I'm working run. So it is saying, yeah, the value of D is, difference is there. No? D is 5 here. Or what I'll do, I'll write it here only. See this line you can just say. If I'm running this line, it is already running it here. No? Suppose I'm writing this line here. Now I'm writing this line. Print difference is equal to, if I'm writing here D, so it will work. It is working. But here I'm writing D. Capital D is there, no? So it means it will not work. It is saying D is not defined because it is saying there is a small d difference is there. But here there is a capital D, so there it is not present. So it is a case sensitive. Just make it run. Now it is okay. It is working. And here also country, I have to write here small country. Then it will work. Now it is okay. Okay, so in this way, you should know Python is case sensitive also. So any programming language has the data types, character, string, integer and float, and it is here particular Python is a case sensitive also. So actually these are very basic things we are doing. We are trying to learn very basic things here. Okay, now see here, suppose currently we are working with what? We are working with variables here. All these variables, small variables here we are working. Now suppose, let's work with more for these variables. Now already you know A is equal to, B is equal to, all these variables now. Suppose I'll ask you to find out area of rectangle. Okay. So I'm making it a markdown. Click on run. Area of rectangle. And I want to write it with the variables. So how to find out the area of rectangle here? So simply what you will be doing, you'll be writing here length. Length is equal to, suppose here I'm writing 50. Length is a variable, you can just say. Breadth is equal to 6. See student, that is up to you. That is not static, means you can do it. Okay. And now here I'm writing area. Area is equal to length. The same variable name you have to put it here. Right? Into breadth. This much you have to give, and then you can write the print statements. Okay. The same here I'm just writing. Length. Length is equal to 50. I can write all the coding in one code cell also. That is okay. It is there, 300 it is asking. So what is length, breadth, area? Area is equal to length into breadth, and that area is going to be working here. So this one, length, breadth, length into breadth, area is coming it here. The same static line it is coming here, which is being printed into the double quote, and then the area. From where the area is coming? This area is coming from here. This is 50 multiplied by 6. That is 300 now. So this 300 is being written here and here. Okay. So in this way it is working. Suppose I want to find out area of circle. Area of circle. Okay. Click on Markdown. Click on Run. So to find out area of circle, okay, what we can do here, first of all, we should know the formula, na? Area of circle. So area of circle, what is that? That one is pi r square. This pi is basically pi. Multiply by r. R is what? Radius into radius. Yeah, good. If you know, it's very good. Okay, in this way also you can write, or we can fix this pi value, constant we can make, into, you can make in this way also, r into 2. That also you can do, power function you can use this one. Whichever is convenient to you, you can do that. So what values I need? I need the pi, I need the radius, that's all. And put it into the formula. So here I'm just putting area of circle. No? So let's make pi value 3.14. Everybody is aware with the pi value, no? 22 by 7. Here I'm making it fixed. Okay, if it is good, that is good. Radius. Student, you can take the radius, any radius, that is up to you. I'm taking 7. You can take as per your choices. Now, here I have to give the area. Area of circle. No gap in this variable names. No gap in variable names. Area of circle is equal to, let's put the formula here, pi into, what I'm doing here, I'm just making it here into radius into 2. This is a normal formula. Okay, the value will come in area of circle variable here. And now you can just write it here, print and actually I'm having a cold. That's my voice is not clear today. The area of circle is equal to, here you can take this variable value. See this one. This one, Control C and write it here. Okay, now click here. It is taking the value. You got it now. How it is taking the value? So pi is coming here and radius 7 value, it is going here into 2. So that value is coming here. Simple. So in this way we can do the work. I can write one more line. You can do as per your convenience here. You can write one more line here. Print the value, or I'll write the area of rectangle with length is equal to length. Wait, I'm just a moment. Wait. I'm writing the sentence. In the meantime, you just do it. Carry on. length, the area of rectangle with length and breadth, breadth is equal to breadth is equals to area. Or what I do, I'm just writing it. Now see here, what is this? I'm writing this one as a 1. I'm saying the area of rectangle with length is equal to only up to here as it is the lines are coming, static value. Length is 50. Taking from here, dynamic values, so 50 is coming here. And breadth is equal to this one. Then 6 is there, 6 is the value coming here. 6 is the value coming here. Is area. So whenever I need the value in static, just write it into the double quote. It will be printed as it is. Dynamic value, you can just give after the comma. Comma means the value gaps will be coming with the commas there. Means static value in double quote, dynamic value without double quote. Static value in double quote, dynamic value without double quote. Static value in double quote, dynamic value without double quote. Try on your own if you are doing it. Just check it out, all these things. Even I can write this line here. So just try to do. If you are done, suppose, that's very good. If you are done, that's very good. I'm waiting here. Just have a hands on. Okay, good. But you should know the clear differences between the dynamic values and static values. Okay, just to do it on your own. That's nice, but I'm waiting. Those who are done, they can find out the square. Just try to find out the square. Square of a box. So you can take a value S is equal to any value 50, 100, anything. Try to put it in formula S into S. Print it. Just on your own, you have to do it. Click on run. I had added the toString. I want to write here data science. You're doing it now. So two characters, two strings can be added with the plus sign also. We call it a string concatenation here. You can do this. You can give a gap. It is there. So you can add any string values also, any string value. And this way you can do easily the string concatenation. So you can just add any of these things. Okay. Now suppose I want to take user input. How to take the user input in Python? User input. So there is a input function in Python. Okay. Suppose I want to take user input. So suppose I'm just writing name is equal to input enter any name. Suppose here I'm writing enter any name. Okay. Now what I'll do, now listen very carefully here. Input enter any name here. So if I'm running it here, how I have to run? So while running it, I have to take steps here. First of all, I will be clicking on run button. 2 steps you have to take. Run. It will be asking for dynamic values. I'm just writing John, suppose. Now wait. At this point, here. To run it, I had gone to run. This is the very first step. Then for second step, when I had entered the value, here press enter. Do not make any mistake. If you will not follow it, then what will happen? You will be getting this sign. This means hanging state. Your Jupyter notebook will hang. So I'm taking all these steps now. Click John. So I'll just clicking on enter. Just a moment. Wait. Here. Now it is there. Now I'm writing name. It is saying John. Okay. I'm running it. See. Click on run. I'm writing here Lisa. Suppose. Now no run. Press enter. And then again, name is changed. So input function is to take the dynamic values. Again, I'm putting it here. Click on run. Put any value that is up to you. Now press enter. Enter. Now click on run. So input function is to take the user defined value. Means dynamic values you can take. Okay. So I'm just writing 2 steps here. Be careful when you are running this. Click on run, the first step. And when you had entered the value here, any value, then the second step you have to press enter. Don't make mistake. If in case you are not following, so here you will be getting star. So it means your Jupyter notebook is hanging. Okay. And suppose you are getting hanging. So what you do? Kernel. Inside the kernel, there is an interrupt you have to do. It means you have to stop your Jupyter notebook running. These steps you have to take. If you're not following it, you will be in the hanging state. Just try it. Check it out whether you are able to work. Click any name, write any name, put any name, but here click on run button. When you had written any name, then press enter and then write your name. So your name will be reflected. Try these things. In case, suppose you are not following it, you will be into the hanging state. And in case your Jupyter notebook is hanged, go to kernel, click on interrupt. It means you are saying just interrupt my Jupyter notebook. Interrupt is there, na? Interrupt. So you have to interrupt in between. Interruption is you have to stop in between this Jupyter kernel. Okay, so certain things we have to take care, right? So here again I'm writing, suppose I'm writing it here again, suppose I'm writing here country, and here you can just write input, and here you can write enter any country name. You can do that also. Okay. And here only you can print it. As soon as your command will run, your country will be printed, right? Click on run. You can put any country name. Just write here, any name. Press enter. It is printing country now. Then second one again. Again I'm running it here. Click on run. You just enter Australia. Click on enter. It is Australia. Right? So in this way it is. So the point is you can just put the name, click on sell. And one more thing. Whenever you're working, anywhere you are hanging in this state. Okay? So simple way to come out. Click on kernel, click on interrupt. Your Jupyter notebook will stop running. Then again, you have to run the commands. Okay, these are the styles you have to follow. Jupyter notebook. See, actually, Anaconda. Wait, I'll tell you. Actually, here, the actual software. Wait. The actual software Anaconda is there. Anaconda is the software which is used for the data science purposes, because when we work with the data science, there we need lakhs, thousands of libraries to work with the data science. Inside the Anaconda, that's why we had installed the Anaconda. Now, this is a complete software. Once it is installed in your system, now you have to work. To have a work, I need a place where I can write the command. Where should I write it? Inside it, there is a space given with the name of Jupyter Notebook. This Jupyter Notebook is the place in the form of a page-like structure where I can write the Python commands. Okay, so the Anaconda is the data science framework. Okay, artificial intelligence framework where thousands of libraries are present to work for the data science. Inside it, Jupyter Notebook is the environment where we can write the Python commands to work on for the data science or the artificial intelligence, right? So this is a place, and this Jupyter Notebook is a GUI, graphical user interface, where I can easily click with the help of mouse, right? Because the reason is earlier when Python was created, I had told approximation nearby 1992 to 1995, means in today's year, Guido van Rossum, he created it. But those time, Python was created only for the web development purpose. Nobody knows that after 20 years or after 12 years or 20 years, there is a data science in the world, artificial intelligence in the world. At that time, nobody knows. So Python was created only into the character user interface. It means one has to work with a Python command only. There is no Jupyter Notebook. You cannot work with a mouse there at those times, 25 years back. Okay, but later on when we grow with the technology, so slowly new things came, new requirements came, And now you can see data science came. So we need certain environments. So Anaconda is built. Once the Anaconda is built, we need certain place to work. So Jupyter Notebook is worked. And inside the Jupyter Notebook, we can write the Python commands. And here with a Python, I can work with a mouse feature. That is there. So Python is a programming language. Jupyter Notebook is the space where I can write the Python commands. Anaconda is the software here. Inside with Jupyter Notebook, we are working. Okay. So here we can take the input commands here. So string concatenation and input commands. Your input commands are working now. You can just raise hand. That's all done. Your inputs are working. Input commands. If it is working, that's good. Okay, fine. Fine. So in this way, you can take any of the inputs here. Okay. Now there is a function here, length function. Length function, that is an inbuilt function inside the here Python here. Let's take it. Writing BC. So it will say the length of ABC is 1, 2, 3. It will say the length of ABC is 3. So this length is the function. If I write, what is the length of India? 4, 5. So all the character it will just count. Suppose here I'm writing, what is the length of, here I'm writing, suppose any name you can just take, France, you can take Germany. How many characters are there? Suppose you're writing, how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will say 7 characters are there. So length is a function which can count the characters here. Let's see here. How can I work with the length command here? So what I can do, len ABCD. It is 4 now. Length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 characters are there. Click on run. Of Noida. Try to, ma'am, here, and inside it, it will just go to Noida. It will capture out the value of Noida here. It will say, oh, it is a 5. So it will just say 5. Because this city, and this city, here it is into the double quotes. But here it is without quote. Click here, 5. Okay. Yeah, okay. So because it is going to capture down with the value of Noida, just giving 5 coming in 3, 4. But when here, this is a variable because getting, so you should know the differences there. So take care for these things now. See, here I can just enter here any value from the user. Suppose here I'm entering input any movie name, that is up to you. Okay, now click on, and here only what I'll do, I will just write here length of, what it will do, it will give you the length of movie name. Now, whatever you will put any movie name, so it will just find out the movie name now. That is the only directory it is. Click on run. You can give, that is up to you, any movie name. Suppose here I'm writing toast, suppose. So click here on enter. It is giving 4. Why? So here it is just taking the values now. any value you're giving it here, so that is here. Suppose I had given DOST, so here 1, 2, okay. So you can make any input functions with any. Add the two string data, length is to count out the number of characters. Okay, now see, there are a Boolean data types also. Now let's learn the true and false. Boolean are the values of the true and false here. Okay, wait just a moment. Boolean data types. These are also a kind of data type. Whenever we are talking about the Boolean, it means either the values are true or the false. Or you can say yes or no. Or you can say 0 or 1. Means true, false, 0, 1 in this way you can just see. Suppose here I'm just writing, see how it is giving you the values. Suppose I'm writing here few numbers and I'm asking the Python here. I'm just writing here. The value 5. Now there are certain particular operators here for the Boolean here. So what I can do here, suppose I'm writing here, Boolean, this is one of the Boolean operator. This is equal to, so what this will do, this double is equal to, it will make the comparison operator. It is making the comparison. So here what I'm asking for this Boolean operator, 5 is equal to 5. It means I'm asking whether 5 is equal to 5. So here it will say, yes, it is true. It is 5. It is making a comparison. So double equals to means make the comparison. Remember comparison. It is making the compare. Suppose here I'm writing 10 is equal to 10. So here I'm asking, just tell me whether compare these two values, they are equals. They are equal to, it will say true. Now suppose I'm making another value. Here I'm writing 5 is equal to 2. Here I'm saying that 5 is equal to true. So here I'm making the comparison between the two. So what it will do? It will say it is false. Because we know 5 is equal to 2. No, it is false value. No? So here this Boolean operators will help you to find out the true or false of the given data by making the comparison. Right? Now suppose here I'm just writing, there is a not equals to also. Not equals to. See this one, this sign, exclamation sign, not equals to. This is equivalent to not equals to. Okay, so how it is making a comparison? Suppose I'm writing here, 4 not equals to 8. So this is this sign which you are getting here, this particular sign which you are getting not equals to. So it is saying 4 is not equals to 8. So it will say true. You know why? Because it will say yes, this is correct. It is correct that 4 is not equals to 8. But if you say, suppose you are saying 4 is not equals to 4. Now see this statement. 4 is not equals to 4. So it will say you are saying false, because how can you say 4 is not equals to 4? You will say 4 is equal to 4. Both are equal. And here you are saying it is not equals to, so it is a false. So inside the Boolean data types, you will be getting only two values, true or false. And how we can make the comparison? For making the comparison, there are certain Boolean operators. So this is equals to is a compare operator. and this one sign is equals to, not equals to operator. There are certain other operators also, such as greater than, less than sign also. Okay, greater than, less than sign also, these operators. Here we can do it here. Suppose here I'm asking this one, you can just come. Here I'm doing it. Or better, what I'll do, I'm just going. What you have to do, students, see, wait. You have to continue your Jupyter notebook. Your Jupyter notebook, please. Okay, I'm just cutting it here for my reference, but you won't do it, please. You have there. So here I'm saying true. Yes, it is true that 5 is equal to 5. Suppose here I'm just saying 10 is equal to 10. So this double equals to is a comparison operator. Remember, it is a comparison operator. So here it is saying true, 10 is equal to 10. But if I'm saying, see, I'm just writing here, 100 is equal to, I'm saying 80. You also know 100 is equal to 80. No, it is false. So it will just give you false. That 100 is not equals to 80. It is false. You are saying false here, right? Now suppose here there is a not equals to operator, exclamation sign. Suppose here I'm writing 30 not equals to 50. So see here the sign it is giving this sign, this is not equals to. So it is saying, I'm saying 30 is not equals to 50. So I'm running it here. It is saying true that 30 is not equals to 50. But here if I'm writing 30 is not equals to 30. Here I'm saying that 30 is not equals to 30. So it will say false. By 30 is equal to 30. Okay. So this is false. Boolean always give you true and false, and these are the Boolean operator is equal to, not equals to. Now, certain more operators are there, so such as okay, there are greater than or less than operators also. I'm writing here 70 is greater than 20. 70 is greater than 20. Alt enter. It is saying true. 70 is greater than 20. If I'm writing here 89 is greater than 35. It is true. 89 is greater than 35. Correct. You are correct. So these are all Boolean operations we are doing where we will be getting the answer as a true or false. Here I'm just writing 20 false is less than 20. Whenever we work with this, so here it is saying types, you operators. Okay, so these are basic operators of Boolean. Let's take typecasting to change the type. I'm saying here typecasting. Typecasting, it is just I am writing equal to, if I write what is the data type, suppose here I'm writing B is equal to 68.4. If I write what is the data type of B, it will say it is a float data type. So here we can check out the data type. Suppose here I'm just writing here what is, here I'm writing suppose name. Any name here I'm just writing. I'm asking what is the data type of name. What is the type of name? It will just say str, string value. Okay. It is saying the string values are there. Now what I'll do, this I can check it with the help of typecasting. And if I want to change the data type, that also I can do it here. So what I can do, I can just check it out. What are the data types here? So for these one, I'm again going up. Okay, I'm going up here because from here I'm just cutting. Student, please, you won't do it. Writing here. What is the type of A? What is the data type of A? It is saying integer. Now here I'm writing B is equal to 78.95 decimal value. I want to see what is the type of B. Tell me what is the data type of B? It is saying float. I'm giving here name. I'm putting any name, Smith. Any name you can put, that is your name you can put. I want to see, tell me what is the data type here. What is the data type here? It is saying string. So what are all these it is giving here? What are all these it is giving here? This one. Type, data type. Okay. If I want to change the data type, so what I can do? There are typecasting. Okay. So there's a function there, typecasting. This one typecasting is there. So let's do. Here I can just write here. Suppose A is there. A is 50. I want to change A in float. Okay. A in float. What I'll do, I'll just write here float A. It means change the A in float. Float means decimal value. See, it is changed now 50.0. See the difference? 50.0 now. So it means A is changed into the float. And if you want to hold this A as a float in another variable, what you can do? See, here only I'm changing it. I'm writing H, any variable you can just do. H is equal to float A, you can run it. And now, if you see H value, now your A is changed into float and H is holding 50.0. And if you're writing here, what is the type of H? So you can do it. It is in float. Getting? So the point is here, initially A is 50. I want to change it to the float. So H is holding, H is saying 50.0. And if you are checking out what is the data type of H now, it is float. So from integer to float we can make. Okay, so that we can make. Now, the similar way, suppose I can take B. What is the B here? B is 78.95. I want to change this B with integer. So what it will do, it will just cut this, cut it. No more 0.95. So it will cut it. Suppose it is there. It will cut it. Only 78 will be there. Okay. So what we can do for that, I'll just write here. Integer, I want to change it now, so I can hold it in any variable. I'm just writing P is equal to int will change the data of P and store it into the P. If I run it, P is holding the value and see only 78 is there. Okay, decimal value is cut from there. And if you check it out, what is the data type of P? It is saying integer. So you can say here that initially the value which is in float is being converted into the integer now, just by adding this line only. So you can make any of the changes there. Means you can transform one of the data to the another, right? That you can do it. Okay. And now, what are the benefits of it? Okay. So let's see here. Suppose, let's take here now. Okay. Suppose here, I'm just writing a function. I am taking two user input. I will take two user input from the data and then I will add them. Okay. What I'll do, I'm taking we can do the string data to integer also. So what we are doing now, see, I'll just write here x is equal to, see the value here, x is equal to input, enter any number. Enter first number. Okay. And it will give you the value of x. Right? Now see this. I'm adding the two numbers. Enter any value. Enter first number. So what I'll do instead of this, just run it. I'm writing here 80. Press enter. I'm writing here x. Get me the value of x. So here it is saying 80. Now remember one thing, whenever we are writing any number, this input function gave me all the values in string. That's why this x is giving 80 in string. So this single quote is a string. Now I'm taking the second value. Here I'm just writing y is equal to here I'm just giving 20. So it should be 100 now if I add the two number. Why? It is saying 20. If I ask you, okay, check the data type. See, okay, I'm adding one more line here. What is the type of X? It is saying string. It is string. And if I write this line here, what is the type of, wait. What is the type of Y here? It is saying string. Now, if I want to add X plus Y, it is saying 80-20. 80 and 20. You can say, ma'am, you do not know how to add it. Because these are the string values. Because the values are here in string. How it is giving 80-20? It should give me 100, no? It is not giving. It is just giving me 80. Because what it is doing, this is a string value it is capturing. Because see the quote here, quote. So input function always gives you string values. And whenever two string values are added, it is performing string concatenation. That's why 80-20 is coming. 100 is not coming. Got it? Now, if I want to make it collectively X plus Y as the 100 that I need, I have to transfer this data into the integer data type. Then only I can add two integer, then 100 I will receive it. For that, I need the typecasting. So what I'll do, simple change, I'll just making a typecasting here. I'll just write here int. As soon as the data will come out, that will be transformed into the integer value and it will work. See here, see this one, run. Now I'm writing here 80, press enter, run. It is saying, see 80 it is, there's no code. And what is the data type? Integer data type. Okay. So now whenever the data is coming here, initially the data is in string. And when it will capture this one, so it will be converted into integer. And now X is integer. So X is integer and X is integer. Now it is okay. The similar way we can do it with this one also. Now it is okay. The string is converted into the integer with typecasting. Now 20 is there. Press enter. Click on run. It is integer now. And now X plus Y is 100 with the typecasting now. Okay. So in this way, we can do easily the typecasting. Right? So whenever, in this way we can do it. So remember, any input function is giving you the typecasting. So whenever you are writing it here, just put the data into the typecasting because input function will give you string. So string should be converted into integer. Now X is integer. And the normal working is going on. Okay, so we can do it.